Hi, we're Group 4. My name is Colton Lappa.
I'm Taylor Kirby.
Alexa Board.
Eric Cardenas.
John Bethune.
Matthew Cohen.
For our project, we decided to create an alumni basketball game for the current and past players of the UA basketball program. We were thinking that the players could come back for the event at McHale Center. We will be raising funds to donate to the UMC, and these funds will come from ticket sales, donations, and apparel sales. For the scale of the event, we're looking to go as big as possible in order to raise the most money possible. And we're thinking for our partners, we'll include the current athletic department event managers as well as other people currently involved in the organization.
Our group will rely on ASUA, the athletic department, and the student body to give us ideas for who we could use, what past players we could use for this event. We will also be relying on the event management department with athletics to help us coordinate for the stadium. We will also, and once we get the list of players we will use, we can then start advertising the game and get sponsorships. During the game, we will set tables up throughout the stadium to draw in the crowds to try to be able to get more donations. We will also have a raffle to go around with memorabilia signed by athletes, various sponsors, gifts that we will bring in. And once we're done with the game, we'll collect all the revenue, hold a ceremony at UMC with the current men's basketball team and current coaching staff. We will invite the media, along with local and national, to advertise what we're doing to try to get more money in the future.
And talking about money, it's important to set a budget when planning an event of this size. One of our big costs is going to be flying those players out here and housing them and feeding them while they're here. In our paper, you can see the specific breakdowns of all the numbers, but if we fly out 13 people, they're going to need to stay for about 2 days, and while they're here, we'd like to feed them, as well as our current players, on the day of the basketball game. As mentioned before, we'd like to rent out McHale, and along with that come the utility costs of running McHale, including having concession workers, security, staffing, parking, ticketing, and everything in between. We also want to point out that there are 14,655 seats in McHale that we can utilize, and with ticket sales of $10, we can break even on this event with a little bit of profit starting there, not including merchandise sales or anything else.
So the main goal is all about raising revenue to give back to the community. Big thing is we're going to need to get this out there, word on mouth, get a lot of fans coming in so we can create as much money as we can. So social media is going to be a big deal. First, we're going to start with Twitter. We're going to start a Twitter page. We're going to name it the Alumni Game. It'll be a way to give instant updates on who's going to be coming back to the game as who's going to be there. And then also we'll go with a Facebook. A lot of parents are on Facebook, and they can spread the word to their kids and family other than that. And then we're also wanting to get the news stations involved. I think that's a big way to get the Tucson community into the game and then go from there. And then I'd like to turn it over.
An event of this size needs a lot of planning, and the planning leads to implementation. On the day of the game, we have to take the same steps that game day operations do for every other game. This includes preparing for parking, security, timing, staffing, etc. We will bring in volunteers to help hand out shirts, manage crowds, and provide support wherever they are needed. As this will be planned through the Arizona Athletics Department, we will have most of the usual security on hand, police officers from the University of Arizona Police Department and Tucson PD. On the day of the game, there will be all the normal staff on hand for any regular game, courtesy of our relationship with the Event Planning Department's Susie Mason. The Sports Marketing Association is a student organization on campus whose goal is to help promote and contribute to the success of Arizona athletics. There will be volunteers that we will have at the event, comprised of students who will be passing out shirts before the game, also game programs with information on the alumni and also the current players. And they will also we will also get help from the University of Arizona Medical Center and also a section dedicated to the great alumni who will be participating in this game. The University of Arizona's Parking and Transportation Department will aid with their usual parking staff and attendants who work normal basketball games during the regular season. The alumni who will be attending the event should get priority as they are doing a great service to Arizona athletics. In order to do so, we will give them parking at the parking lot immediately outside of the McHale Center's ticketing office on the south side of the arena.
The future of the event relies on the success of the original event. If the original event is a success and raises enough money to actually make an impact within the community, which is the original goal of the event, then there will be future progressions for the event, such as invitations of future sponsors such as Nike. Nike is the sponsor of the basketball team for their apparel, so maybe get Nike involved with this event in order to continue to raise money and give back to the community, which is the original plan. Overall, the future of this event solely relies on the success of the original event. If the original event is not successful, the likelihood that this event will be continued towards the future is slim. But if the event does succeed, there are plenty of opportunities with further sponsorships and marketing that this event can hold, and overall this event has a chance to succeed and become a part of the basketball program for years to come.
Thank you for watching, and bear down.